Has this ever happened to you? Nothing you do during the day is as exciting as it used to be. Well, I personally experienced that where I wake up and then everything throughout the day that I do just seemed so boring. I was at a point where I was starting to feel really depressed. Like things that used to excite me doesn't get me going anymore. I was trying to figure out what was going on. And then I realized I needed a dopamine reset. My name is Tony Schiller. I'm a stand-up comedian, entrepreneur. And one of the things that really stop us from achieving our goals is all these distractions and this crazy amount of dopamine spike that we get. Historically speaking, dopamine is really for survival. It's really a motivation to seek for food and shelter and connection. It was back in the days like when we go out hunting and gathering, that's how we get our natural dopamine. Versus today, modern day, we're at instant gratification, right? We can get dopamine hits. It's like a drug. It is literally like a drug. We can get instant gratification from like picking up our phone, fast food that takes food even delivered to our home, right? Everywhere we can just get dopamine spike so fast that everything seems so much less interesting. By the way, I'm not a doctor or psychologist. I just know from learning this information, reading and studying and experimenting. Okay, so if you have actual serious addiction problem, please consult a professional. So all of these instant dopamine spikes really take away from all the meaningful progressions that we make from micro achievements every single day. So picture this. When you first wake up in the morning, what is the first thing you do? You go to your phone, you turn off the alarm, and then somehow accidentally open up Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, whatever. And the next thing you know, you're probably scrolling on like 15, 20, 30 minutes. All of a sudden, you're just downloading, receiving all these information that spiked your dopamine. And then everything else, of course, is gonna seem boring. It's like if the first thing you eat in the morning is like super spicy hot wings and ice cream and triple shots freaking pumpkin spice latte, of course water is gonna taste like nothing, or anything else, right? Even an apple is not gonna taste like anything. I was at a point in my life where it definitely happened to me, and even just doing the mundane work, I felt like I was like agitated. I was like, what's going on? There's nothing exciting. And even worse, I started doing things that are like self-sabotaging, right? Whether it's playing too much video game, or as a guy, started consuming is really detrimental to our physical and mental well-being. So that's when I realized I needed a dopamine reset. Some people call it detox, reset. Remember, it's not about just completely removing all of it. It's about resetting and also regulating it as you go. So what are some steps that I have personally take to really reset my dopamine? Well, first thing, for those of you guys who know, I am a TEDx speaker. I actually gave a whole TEDx talk about how cold shower changed my life. And I know there are people out there who are like, oh, you're one of those bros. I'm like, who cares? All right, it works for me. So the number one thing that you can do that is very simple, but it's not easy, to not use your phone for the first hour. Me personally, I try to do it at least 1 hour, usually around 2 hours, no phone. As soon as I turn my alarm off, I basically just put my phone away so I don't start my day just scrolling through and consuming everybody else's information. And you'll be amazed how much you can get done and how much thinking you can do without your phone first thing in the morning, just for an hour. Okay, try it out. Let me know how it goes. The second thing that I've been doing is, how many of us, when we're walking our pets, we are just plug in to our podcast, music, YouTube videos, whatever, right? And I'm so guilty of that, right? Like I've been doing that for so long because I'm like, oh wow, I'm gonna walk for 20, 30 minutes, an hour. I'm gonna listen to some audiobook. I'm educating myself. Don't give me the bullshit. But guess what? What I've done is I cut all that out, and I even just put my phone at home, and I'm just being in the moment with my dog. This is probably one of my favorite things, because this is a practice for you to be present. Your pet is constantly present with you. You can obviously extend that to your kids, your family members, your significant other, your whoever. If you find this video helpful so far, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more videos just like this. The third thing that helps me with sort of adjusting my dopamine reset is working out, trying different workouts. Definitely helps. It's like back in the day where like hunting and gathering, right? Like you're physically creating that and you're generating dopamine. Lastly, this is probably the most important one, is having a mission and purpose and pursuing it. I myself, as a stand-up comedian and content creator, I freaking love doing these things. It just creates this absolute like bliss for me when I'm up on stage, sharing that moment and experience with people. Whatever it is that your mission, your passion is, pursue that. Just start from like 10, 15 minutes, and then you'll be able to increase from there. That will be one of the most purposeful and important things that you can do to create dopamine for yourself, for your mind and your body. All right, so I can already hear some of you guys are like, yo, Tony, I'm a content creator, right? I'm a full-time content creator. I need to be on social media the whole time. I don't know why you have to speak like that, but you know what I mean? Like, you're a content creator. I get it, all right? I'm a content creator myself, but guess what? That's just an excuse, man, girl. How many times have you noticed yourself, they're like, oh, let me just look for some inspiration, all right? Like, let me just spend 5 minutes. The next thing you know, 20, 30, an hour goes by. Do inspiration, set a timer. So as a content creator, that is not an excuse, okay? You can definitely find a way to regulate that. There's the content creation, and then there's the constant consuming, and then there's like just mindless scrolling. So we all know, okay? It happens to me too, so don't give me that bullshit. Also, another thing, people say like, well, Tony, I'm gonna be missing out on all the important information, you know, the FOMO factor, right? Well, you know what else is also really important to miss out on? Living your freaking life, man. Why would you want to miss that? You gotta do the do, man. You gotta pursue your passion. That is so much more important than living somebody else's life. Okay, like whoever it is that you follow, okay? I mean, don't get me wrong, that's entertaining, that's fun, no shame. But if you're consumed by that, oh man, that's not good. So, what are some of your favorite dopamine hits that you get? It could be your phone, it could be some people gambling, it could be drugs, it could be... Leave a comment below, and then also, what are you gonna do next to reset that? Thank you very much for watching. My name is Tony Schroeder. Till next time, keep it thrilling. Feel the thrill. Peace outside.